Now that you know how to get around Google Earth using the navigation tools, I am going to show you how to create a place mark, which will be one of your options for your Columbus project. So the very first thing that you need to do is, of course, open up Google Earth. And then in Google Earth, at the top here, you can see some pictures. We are looking for this little yellow push pin, which is what I would call it. And if you're ever unsure about what the buttons do, just put your mouse over it and that little add place mark description will come up. So let's click that. And when you create your place mark, you're going to see two new things. You're going to see this window here on the left hand side, which you can drag and move around anywhere you'd like in your screen, as well as our yellow pin here with a yellow box around it. This yellow box flashing means that we can edit our place mark. If our pin does not have the yellow box around it, then that means we can't edit it at that point. So right now I want to, you can move your place mark by clicking it and dragging it. So I'm going to move it closer to Virginia. And as you can see, when you move it, if you look at the latitude and longitude, it changes because you're moving to different spots on the Earth. Next thing I need to do is to create a name for my place mark. So I'm going to call my place mark Blacksburg, Virginia. You will also be naming your place mark the place that you pick on Columbus's trip. So you could do Palos, Spain, you can do San Salvador, any place that Columbus visited that we discussed was okay. So that would be the name of your place mark. Now that I've made a few changes to my place mark, I want to save it because I'm scared that I'm going to lose something. So in order to save, I don't see a save button. Well, in Google Earth, OK is like saving. If you hit OK, it's going to save the changes that you made. But if you hit cancel or hit the X button up here, it's not going to save the changes for you. So whenever you make changes, either by moving your place mark or any changes that you've done in this window, always hit OK. Ta-da! So I hit OK. As you can see, that yellow box is not around my pin anymore, so that means I can't move it. So if I try to move it, it won't let me. And you can see that it says Blacksburg, Virginia. That's what I named it. And over here on the left-hand side, it put my pin or my place mark in my places folder. So if I'm not in the United States and I want to get back to my place mark really quick, I can just click it and it'll take me back to my place mark. So I want to put my place mark as close as I can to Blacksburg, Virginia. So I already moved my push pin to Virginia. So I'm going to move over in Google Earth and zoom in a little so I have a good view of Virginia. Next, I'm going to fly to Blacksburg, Virginia. So I'm going to type in Blacksburg, Virginia, and then I'm going to hit search. And it's going to find the specific location for Blacksburg, Virginia. So there we are. I waited till it got to 100%. We're at 100%. Wow, I don't see my place mark anymore. So let's zoom out so I can find my place mark because it zoomed in really close. So I'm going to zoom out till I see my place mark. Oh, there it is. So I wasn't too far off. So there's two ways you can edit or move your place mark. You can hit either on your actual icon over here or over in here in my places. You can right click and do properties. You can also do edit, get info, or Apple Eye. So as you can see, we had that yellow box around our icon, so that means we can move it or change it. So let's move it. So I'm going to put it right on top of Blacksburg. The gray box is the fly to, so the actual location of Blacksburg, Virginia. So I'm going to put my box right on top of it. If you want to get really accurate, you can zoom in. The farther you zoom in, the more accurate your place mark's going to be. So after I do that, I'm going to hit OK because I want to save that. So now you can see that my place mark is right on Blacksburg, Virginia. See, even if you zoom out, you can still see my place mark. So the only other thing that you're going to be required to do for your project is to add some information to your place mark about the place that Columbus stopped on his voyage to the New World. So I'm going to go back into my edit screen. So right click properties or get edit, get info, or Apple I. So in the description, you are going to write the information that you got from your research. So I'm just going to type something in because so this is where you would type your information in. Oops. And I would suggest typing your information in Word first because this doesn't spell check for you. So in Word you can spell check and make sure everything looks right, and then you can just copy and paste it in this box. That's all I'm going to write for right now. So after I feel comfortable with what I've done, I'm going to hit OK. So now you can see over here that most of what I wrote is in here, and I can double click on here and it has everything I wrote. Virginia Tech is located in Blacksburg, Virginia. I attended college there. Or you can double click on your push pin. So the more information you write, the bigger your little bubble here is going to get. So don't worry about any of the font or anything like that. It's not supposed to be super pretty. I just want you to be able to find it and get some information in there. The only other thing I wanted to show you was you can edit your actual icon. So if you don't want to have the push pin there, oh no, there we go. You can choose a different icon. So if you want to choose a ship for Christopher Columbus, or you can find a picture of Christopher Columbus and put that in here. That's a little advanced, but I just wanted to show you because I know how some of you like to mess with colors and changing things. And you can change the color of your label. So where it says Blacksburg, Virginia, you can change it. As you can see now, mine's pink. But make sure you use colors that I will be able to see easily. And you can change the color of your icon. So I'm going to hit OK because I want to save my changes. And then when you're finally done, you feel like your presentation's great, you need to go to My Places, File, Save, Save My Places, or you can do File, Save, Save Places As. And then you need to put like your name as your save as, where, and then hit save. So that's basically the directions on how to create and move or edit your Placemark in Google Earth. If you do have any questions, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help. And again, this is one choice for you to choose for your Columbus project.